Hello and welcome to Richmond TV's presentation of the Blue Water Classic Tournament. We're in Game 2 today against Creuse. So we are at Adam Redoute, center fielder. He's got a 406 average, 14 RBI, and 17 stolen bases this season so far. Count's currently 1-1. Sorry for our delayed start. So the count is now 1-2. Goes up for the pitch. Thrown into the dirt for ball 2. Count is now at 2-2 right now. It's even. Pitch is thrown. Fouled off. Count's still even at 2-2.
Come on out. Dig it.
So he's able to get on base with a leadoff single. Next up to bat is Jake Hugel. He's got a 320 average, and his on-base percentage is .444. He's second baseman for the Creuse Lancers.
Let's go, Hugo. Go up.
So as we get ready to... got some movement on first base. Pitch is thrown. Bunt showed. Infield. He's able to get him out at first. But a successful sacrifice bunt. Next up, batting cleanup, is the catcher, Aaron Gonzalez, with the average... Oh, sorry, third. I don't know why. He's got an average of 408, 17 walks, and a .513 on-base percentage. First pitch is thrown. Trying to get him out at second. He's safe. Count is 1-1. A lot of movement on second base. Pitch is thrown. Off on the outside for a ball. 2-1, currently the count. Hit, but foul. It goes back foul. Count is at 2-2 right now. It's hit, goes foul. Count still even at 2-2.
Let's go, Leo.
Digs into the batter box. Goes back trying to get Redoute out at second base, but is unsuccessful. Pitch is thrown far out into center field. It lands. Redoute manages to get in. Long double. So now we have number 8, Alex Dyke Jr. Batting average 378. He's got 12 stolen bases and a 439 on-base percentage.
Let's go. Let's go, Alex. Come on now. 8.
First pitch is a ball. Count at 1-0.
Okay.
2-0. Hit for a line drive to second base. He misses it and it hits him, gets him in the face. So we'll see if he's okay.
Time.
Looks like we have a timeout right now. So we'll wait on the umpire's call, see what's going on. That was shortstop Daniel Fistler. So we'll get back into play. Spezia is up first, was up. He's the pitcher. He's got a 283 average. So we got 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Goes back. Foul ball. Goes a steal. He's out, and that's the end of the bottom of the first, with Creuse Lancers able to get 1 run in. We'll be right back for bottom of the first. And welcome back to the bottom of the first inning. Score is currently 1-0 in favor of the Creuse Lancers. Richmond Blue Devils with their first at bat. Stephen Fenwick, center fielder, has got an average of 383 and 29 stolen bases. And pitching for Creuse is Jeremy Spezia with a 4 wins, 3 losses, and a 1.75 ERA. It's 2 strikes now. Counts at 2-2. Counts still at 2-2. Pitch is thrown. Infield heads between first and second. He gets out at first base. Next up to bat will be Evan Kratt, catcher.
Hey, Adam, you should be here.
He's got an average of .434, on base percentage of 505, and 18 RBI for the season. That one lands down in the dirt. Count is at 1-0. A little meeting at the mound between the pitcher and the catcher. Pitch is thrown. That'll be the first strike for Kratt. Count is 2-1. Well, 1-1. Counts now 1-2. That one's a ball. 2-2 now for the count. Evens it back up. Hit down the third base line. Trying to leg out the foot. And he's out at first. Dylan McInerney will take up the batting position next. Average of .434. He has 2 home runs for the season and 28 RBI. Two outs at the bottom of the first. First one is a strike. Count at 0-1. That one is hit far, and that is foul. So close. Count is at 0-2 right now. Pitch is hit, goes infield, picked up by the third baseman, and that's out. Richmond was close to getting a home run by McInerney, but goes a little ways of foul. And then so that is the end of the first inning. We'll be right back with the top of the second. All right, we are back for the top of the second inning. First up to bat is Jeremy Spezia. He's got a .283 average. And he just got out of the bottom of the first with no hits. Oh, it's hit back up to the pitcher, but considered foul. Count will be 0-1.
Oh, you get to play against Cameron.
Bush, yeah, you can play against him. He plays in their league. Monday night? Yeah.
Monday night.
So does Jesse.
1-1. Hey, let's go. Oh, Jack, go get.
Pitch is thrown. Goes outside.
He played against Dan already. Coach Dan? Oh, he's on my team. What city played against him? I probably wasn't there. We might have had a game or two.
Hit foul.
Somebody out it.
Count is at 2-2.
Here we go, Jimmy. Come on, buddy.
Pitch is thrown. Hit. That goes foul though. Count remains at 2-2.
It's on third.
Just thrown. Another high pop-up. Goes behind the fence. Remains 2-2. Just thrown, goes into the dirt. It'll be full count, 3-2. Another one hit foul. Goes back behind the fence. Pitch is thrown. Goes into the dirt. Satia gets a walk.
Never mind, Eddie.
Did a good job battling him off. So next up will be Hayden Heinrich. Batting average is .313 for the season with 20 RBI. He's a right fielder for Lance Creuse.
Eddie, I'm taking some of your seeds.
No outs. He's safe back at first. A lot of movement on that plate.
Everybody follow through.
And that would be strike one. Thrown back to first. Not able to get him out. Just thrown into the dirt. Bunt down the first baseline, able to get him out, not able to collect on the double play, so that'll be a successful sacrifice bunt. So we have one out now. Next up to bat will be Brandon Mills. He has a 179 average. Count is at 1-0. Pitch is thrown. Goes low. It'll be 2-0. Thrown. This is a strike. Count is at 2-1 right now. Three and 1 for the count, because that was a ball. Really low. Checking the second baseman so he doesn't think about stealing. Pitch is thrown in the dirt for another walk. So next up will be number 25, Aaron Dyke. He's got a batting average of .270, on base percentage of .338, and 6 walks for the season. No conference between. That goes foul. That'll be 0-2. Pitch is thrown. Goes foul along the first base line. Brings the count to 0-2. One out so far for this inning. Goes low in the dirt, gets away from him. No one moves up.
That's what I like.
So they're able to get the out at third. So that's 2 outs for the inning. And that's it for the inning with that strikeout. 2 walks and a sacrifice. Was able to move Spezia up to second base, but he tries to steal at third and misses. So we will be right back for the bottom of the second inning. And as the warm-ups end for the bottom of the second, we'll start up with Jake Schmidt, first baseman for the Blue Devils, averaging .352. with 19 RBIs. Just thrown. It goes out. Oh. Count is at 0-2 right now. Just thrown. And it's hit along the third baseline. He's out though. That'll be the first out of the inning. Next up will be Dylan York, with left fielder. Batting average of .283 with 21 hits this season. Pitch is thrown. Goes on the outside corner for a strike. Same spot as before. He's hit that pitch a few times in the past 2 at-bats. So now it's 0-2. That one's low. Count at 1-2. Swung through that one for a strikeout. We got 2 outs in this inning now. Andrew Reed, .369 average with a .450 on base percentage. He's DHing today. High pop-out foul. Oh, no, that's on the inside. They're not able to get it, so he'll be able to get a double. A 2-out double at the bottom of the second. Score is currently 1-0 in favor of the Lancers. So next up is Kevin Moss with a .296 average. He's a second baseman for the Blue Devils. So with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs.
One more, Andrew. One more. On your hip. One more. One more. One more off.
Pitch is thrown. It's hit far out in the left field. And he's able to bring Reed in with a stand-up double. So next up will be Daniel Fissler. He's got a .266 average and 10 sacrifice. Out.
One more, Kev. One more. One more. One more. One more. One more. Good secondary. One more. Ah.
Pitch is thrown. Count is at 1-1.
Nothing around you, Kev. One more. Good secondary from there. You're good. You're good. Ah.
It's a ball. Gets away from him. No progression though.
Hey, you got dirt. What's the runner doing? Good secondary, Kev. 4-9. One more. One more. One more. One more off.
Inside on the hands. And so it's currently count is at 3-1. Hit foul. I'll bring it up to a full count at 3-2.
You playing no double? No, you shouldn't be. You should be off the line here.
Reed currently on second.
One One more, Kev. One more.
No, Moss currently on second. Reed was able to come in.
Go,
It's
go,
hit.
go.
Far out. Foul.
Foul ball.
So we'll get reset here as Moss didn't see the foul ball. He ran back home.
Stay, Hayden. Adam, are you here? 3-2.
Everyone gets set back up.
You're good. Right behind you. You're good. Right there. Right there. Right there. You're good. You're good. Off.
Pitch is thrown. Hit, line drive to shortstop. Able to get that ground out to end the inning. So with that, we had 2 doubles in a row, able to get the run in. So now the game is now tied at 1-1 going into the 3rd inning. We'll be right back. So warm-ups are beginning to end. First up is number 3, Brendan Craven, shortstop for the Lance Creuse. His average is .266 with an on-base percentage of .391 with 19 walks. Pitch is thrown. Hit to shortstop. He's able to get him out. That'll be the first out of the inning. Next up, for the second at-bat, will be Adam Reboot. He was able to get on with a single in the first inning. He's a center fielder for Lance Creuse. Pitch is thrown. It's hit far out to center right field. Well, center left field. So that will be the second out. As that was caught by Dylan Yor. So next up to bat, we have Jake Hugel, second baseman. That one goes right up next to the pitcher. It's thrown to get them. It's a 1-2-3 inning. So no score on that one. So the score is still at 1-1 heading into the bottom of the 3rd. And we'll be right back. So we are back at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Score is 1-1. First up to bat, we have number 5, Matthew Scoriance. He's the pitcher for the Blue Devils. He's got a .381 average with 8 walks. Pitch is thrown far to the outside for ball 1.
If the boat's still wet after you start walking around on the deck, the dirt will come off your shoes.
That brings the count to 1-1. Pitch is thrown. Goes back behind the backstop.
Let's go 1-2.
Pitch is thrown, and it hits him. So he'll get the walk. Checking to make sure he's okay. So currently a timeout for the umpire, as they will put in a pinch runner. Brett Zielinski will be pinch running. safe at second. For the season, Brett Zaleski has 7 stolen bases, and he just added another one.
Nobody. One more.
Bunt to pitcher, but no one there. He's able to get to third and rounds the corner to go home. They're both safe. Zalowski able to bring it home for another run. Score is now 2-1 in favor of the Blue Devils. Next up to bat will be number 7, Evan Kratt.
One more. You're good. Right behind you. One more. Easter. One more, Steph. One more. You're good right there. You're good. Back!
Oh. Pitcher throws it back to second, but with no one there, Fenwick able to move up to third base. So there's going to be a mound meeting after that one. Score is currently 2-1.
One strike on the bat.
Scorian's able to got hit, so we got to walk to first base. Zalowski was the pinch runner for him. He was able to steal second. Then with the bunt by Fenwick, was able to move up to third, but Lance Creuse lost track of the ball, and he was able to round the corner to come home, giving the Blue Devils the lead. So Kratt had a ground out his last appearance, but Blue Devils working a groove right now and they're hitting. That one high pop up.
It's coming back. Jeremy.
Lands foul. So he gets set back up in his batter box. 0-2 right now for the count. Hit. Line drive straight to second base. Fenwick won't move. That is the first out of the inning. Dylan McInerney. He had a ground out with his last appearance also in the first. It's hit high up, and he's out. Another fly out. Fenwick won't move. He'll stay on third. So we have 2 outs, 1 on third, with Jake Schmidt, first baseman, coming out to bat. He had a ground out in the second inning. That's strike 1. Count now 0-1. Pitch is thrown. Swung through. So now I'll make it 0-2. That one goes outside, low and outside for ball one. Count 1 and 2. Just thrown, swung through that one also for a strikeout. And that will end the bottom of the third inning. We will be right back for the fourth. So we'll get started now for the top of the fourth inning. Score is currently 2-1 in favor of the Blue Devils. First up to bat for the Lancers will be number 30, Aaron Gonzalez.
Come on, Aaron. Go.
Pitch is thrown. It's low for ball one. Scoriant's getting into a groove after that first inning. Goes low. Into the dirt. Count is at 3-0. Pitch is thrown. Strike, so that'll be 3-1. Winds up, throws, bullet down third base line, but goes foul. So count is at 3-1 right now. 3-2 right now. Another bullet down third base line. Count remains full at 3-2. Another one that goes foul. Pitch is thrown. That one goes straight to third base, but bounced off of his glove. Still able to get the out. Hit his mitt, went on the ground. Didn't look like he was going to have time to recover, as Gonzalez was making a beeline towards first base, but still able to get the out. Pitch is thrown. It'll be ball one. That was strike one, so the count is now 1-1. Low and inside. Ball two. Count at 2-1. Hit. Fly ball goes to the back. Not able to collect it. Beautiful day this morning. Not a cloud to be seen. Oh, I guess a few strands of clouds, but not too much. It's a bright morning. Started off really cool. Pitch is thrown. Straight up. Back to second. He's able to get a hold of it. And he's out. Now for out number 2. Superb defensive plays by Kevin Moss. Strike one. Pitch is out. It's high up in the corner. 1-1 now for the count. Pitch is thrown. It's low. Ball 2. Count at 2-1 now. That one's high. 3-1. Taking time to tie his shoelaces. So far 2 outs in the inning. Score currently is 2-1 in favor of the Blue Devils. Some superb defensive plays in the infield. Pitch is thrown. Goes low for a walk. Spezia walks. Next up is Hayden Heydrich, number 28, right fielder. He had a sacrifice ground out at his last at bat. Skorians has 51 pitches so far for this game. Throws to first, not able to get the out. Strike one. A conference between the Krat Skorians. Game goes back. Pitch is thrown. Foul. Count is 0-1, 0-2 right now. Just thrown to first. He's able to get back in time. Just thrown. Hit out to center field. Caught, ending the top of the 4th inning. 1 walk. So we will be right back for the bottom of the 4th. Stay tuned. All right, we are getting started with the bottom of the 4th inning. The score is now 2-1. First at bat will be Dylan Yore. He had a strikeout in the second. Pitch is thrown, goes high and outside for ball 1. Thrown. It's down on the hands. Strike for strike 1, so count now 1-1. Hit, but fouled off. Brings the count to 1-2. hit hard, way out into center field. Oh, left field. He's able to get in a stand-up double.
Can't help us there, right? Really? Hey, that's a sure one. We got a tandem there for third.
So next up we have number 33, Andrew Reed. He had a double with his last at bat.
Expect it.
Check and go one, check and go one.
Hey,
He's DHing.
one more. Off.
And he's DHing today. You're able to get back to his base.
Good, Dill. One more. Good secondary, good. Off.
Bunt right in front. Out at first. So next up will be number 22, second baseman Kevin Moss. Last at bat he had a double with one RBI. An RBI double.
Face it. Hey.
So timeout called.
Okay, up. Stay hot, son. Drive one.
So getting back to play now. Yor was able to move up to third. Hit long down third baseline, but goes foul. Makes the count 1-1. Pitch is thrown. Shows bunt. They got a rundown over at third, but Yor's able to make it back. Nope, that went foul. So no play on that. It's currently 1-2. With only one out. Bottom of the fourth inning. Hit up to second base. Out. Yor stays put at third base.
Once he fielded it, you got flat. Hold on, you get there.
So next up will be Daniel Fissler, shortstop.
One more back.
And his last at bat was a ground out. Goes on the inside, but called strike. Count is 0-1 right now. Pitch is thrown. Hit foul. It'll be 0-2.
Come on, get dirty between you now.
Yor's still on third base. Pitch is thrown. Hit out between first base, able to get the RBI single. He's able to bring Yor home. Hit right between the first and second baseman. So next up we will have the pitcher, number 5, Matthew Scorians. He got hit last inning. He was able to bunt. but it rolls foul. That'll be 0-1 for the count. Score is now 3-1 with 2 outs. Runner on first. They will get back to base in time. Pitch is thrown, swung through, strike 2. Count is 0-2 right now. Hit foul, caught by the third baseman, and that will be the end of the 4th inning. So Blue Devils able to get one in there. Score is now 3-1. That was Yor that came in for the run, and we will be right back for the top of the 5th inning. And we're back for the top of the 5th inning. Score is 3-1. Currently at bat is number 7, Brandon Mills. He had a walk at his last at bat. Pitch is thrown, goes foul for the first strike, 0-1. Lancer's not able to do a whole lot since the first inning. That's hit off the ground. Mills is out at first. So next up to bat will be Aaron Dykey. He struck out at his last at bat. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Ball 1. Hit. He caught it. That was the shortstop.
Oh man, I can't buy a hit.
Daniel Fissler with an amazing catch. It looked like they were going to run into each other out there. So that will be the second out of the inning. Impressive catch there. And it hit right in between the shortstop and second base. Didn't look like anybody was going to get to it in time. Strike 1. Currently at bat is Brendan Craven. He had a ground out with his last at bat. Just thrown, hit out past second base. He's able to get on first for it's actually the first single since the first inning. All the rest of the times they were on base other than the first inning was through walks. So now it's number 9, top of the lineup, Adam Rabute, center fielder. He flew out his last at bat, and it's tipped. 0-1 right now. Safe on first. umpire wants to have a discussion with Scoriance. So we get back into play here. Just thrown, bounced off, gone to second base, and that's for the third out of the inning. Force out at second. So we only had one single, and Lancer's not able to put any runs on the board. So now it's still 3-1 going into the bottom of the fifth. We will be right back. So we're going to get started here at the bottom of the fifth. Score is currently 3-1 in favor of the Blue Devils. First up to bat is number 2, Stephen Fenwick, center fielder. Last at bat, he had a single RBI back in the third. It's up high for ball 1. Pitch is thrown. That one's in for a strike. 1-1 now. That one's low. 2-1. Bunt. The pitcher's able to get to it and almost legs it out, but not able to get there. So next up we have the catcher, Evan Kratt. He flew out his last at bat.
Here we go, one down, one down. You go your way.
The wind's starting to pick up here. Oh, pitch is thrown. Goes low in the dirt for ball 1. That's 2-0 right now. Hit foul, goes up high, but behind the backstop. So it'll be 2-2. Brings it to a full count. 3-2. Just thrown in the dirt, so he gets the walk. Kratt able to draw the walk with number 24, Dylan McInerney. He had to fly out his last at bat. It looks like the coach is going to have a conference with the players on the mound. So we'll have a Creuse runner come in, Patrick McCloskey. Safe at first. So wants to have a discussion with the pitcher. Safe again at first.
Did he get him? Yes, Jackie.
Pitch is thrown. The steal is not successful. So that'll bring it to 2 outs. No one on base now.
Here we go. Who we got? We got one here. One strike. Aaron.
Pitch is thrown. Swung through.
Reset, get reset. That's all you keep trying to do rather than staying up to the ball. Hit a gap shot, hit a ground ball somewhere, you'll do much better.
Aaron.
0-1 right now. Pitch is thrown. Outside for ball 1. Be 1-1.
What's up?
Hit. Line. Hit towards third base. Third base not able to pick it up. He gains a single with 2 outs. Next up is Jake Schmidt. Nope. Pinch runner is going to be Anthony Tavano. In for McInerney. Jake Schmidt had a strikeout at his last at-bat. He's currently 0 for 2 this game. So, score is currently 3-1 favor Blue Devils. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Safe!
Skins safe at first. Throws again, safe again. Pitch is thrown, swung through for first strike. Slow pitch that time, not even close. Slow throw, not pitch. It's thrown, strike right on the corner. It's 0-2 now. Try to steal second again. This time he makes it in and able to run keep on going to third. And he's going to stay put at third. So 1 and 2 now. Brings the count to even at 2 and 2. With a runner on third now. Hit hard but foul. Still 2 and 2. Thrown. Even, well, full count now at 3 and 2. With a runner on third. Ball gets away from him, able to bring it home. So time called.
Just a pinch runner. George, you got a pinch runner coming in.
We got a pinch runner coming in. Kyle Shig Fry.
Really be here a lot, okay? Really be there a lot. Track the ball. We'll take some chances, okay? Read it.
So, bottom of the fifth, we've got, it's now 4-1 in favor of the Blue Devils. Throws it back to first. Shig Fry, still safe. Ball 1.
Ball up, you gotta get out of your skip. He'll hammer you. Track the ball down. We want to get moving, right? Track it with your eyes.
So count at 1-0.
You're watching it.
It's thrown. Hit hard but foul. Coach tried to get that with his bare hands. Gets set back up. Pitch is thrown. Hit far out center field. Caught. And that will be the end of the inning.
Boys, let's go. We got hit right now.
Which Anthony Tavano able to steal 2 bases and then able to make it in off of a dropped 4th ball. So now the score is 4-1, and we'll be right back for the top of the 6th inning. So we're going to get ready at the top of the 6th inning. Score is 4-1. First up to bat is number 9, Adam Reboot. He's had a single and fly out. He is 1 for 2 this game. Waiting for the umpire to get set back up. Outside, ball 1. Tipped foul. 1-1. Thrown low. Count 2-1 now. In the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. Thrown. Hit out to right field. Goes behind the right fielder. Goes all the way to the back. He's going to pick up a double. So next up, that was number 1, Jake Hugel. Next up is number 30, Aaron Gonzalez. He had a ground out his last at bat. Thrown. Strike 2. So runner in scoring position. Hit third baseline. They were not able to collect on the double play. So runner on third, 1 out. Next up will be Alex Dykey Jr., first baseman, number 8. He had a ground out his last at bat. That's strike 1. Pitch thrown. Hit up by the pitcher's second base. Able to leg out able to get the out on that, but they still pick up a run, so that will be a sacrifice hit. Next up will be the pitcher, Jeremy Spezia. He has had 2 walks. That was, I believe, a ball. So ball 1. Thrown hit down the third base. Able to make that for the out. So relatively unscathed as they let 1 through. Score is now 4-2 and still in favor of the Blue Devils. So we will be right back for the bottom of the 6th. Oh, game's over? Oh, okay. Oh, that's it for the game.
Yeah, I had a self-defense.
So, I'd like to thank you for joining us. You can view Richmond TV programming on Comcast Channel 12. Fridays at 5 p.m. and 9 p.m., Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 7 p.m., and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. You can also check us out on www.youtube.com/user/Richmond TV 12, or just Google Richmond TV 12 and it will take you right to our YouTube channel. You can see all of our programming. We have over 160 videos up right now and counting. So thank you for joining us. I'm Jason Robbins. Have a nice day.